Hello, I'm John Kudrowski, owner of CTI Hospitality in Algoma, Wisconsin. We purchased the Tisfoon Smart Saw specifically for our Algoma Wood Products line, which consists of many long, narrow wooden profiles which are used in our products. Let me give you a tour of the saw. The saw has a very simple man-machine interface. We select our programs and we enter the number of pieces and the lengths that we wish to cut. The system allows us to have programs for our different products, and in the programs we can save the speed of the saw, the cut speed, and the feed of the machine for that specific profile. So therefore, when we want to run the same product over again, we do not need to reset the settings on the saw. From the operator station, the operator will mark any defects that are on the stick with the fluorescent crayon. As the stick passes through the first rollers, it will be scanned for the defect. The machine then locates the defect on the stick as it proceeds down the conveyor. The system is unique in that it is not specifically measuring the length of the stick. It is measuring how far the stick travels on the conveyor. Therefore, the conveyors are servo driven, as is the main saw itself. The servos tell exact positioning on the conveyor, how far it's traveled, and it tells the processor where the stick is relative to the saw. The saw is servo controlled, and with that we can control the speed of the saw cutting, also as well as we can control the feed of the conveyor. The system we purchased has 3 blow-off stations on the discharge conveyor. As the piece leaves the saw, a photo eye detects and locates the position of the piece on the conveyor. The blow-off stations can be programmed for station 1, 2, or 3, depending where you want to put them. In this case, we are running 2 different lengths of sticks, so we are blowing some off on station 1 and some off on station 2. The roller on the end of the discharge conveyor has been added by us because at times we run pieces that are 96 inches long. In those cases, we do not select a blow-off station. Instead, we let the pieces run off and the roller pushes them directly onto the cart. We have been operating the saw daily for the past 2 months, and we are still learning all of its features. But I can tell you some of the benefits we've realized so far. Our time to cut has been reduced by approximately 75%. This is mostly because of the speed of the saw. However, also, when you're cutting manually, the operator sets they work at their speed. In this case, we set the speed of the saw, and the operator has to keep up with the saw. As far as a yield, because of the optimization that's available with the system, we feel our yield has been improved by 15 to 20%. This is a large account because we are defecting simultaneously to cutting the sticks, and therefore the defects are optimized out of the process. As far as accuracy, we see repeatability of 1/64 of an inch, which is very good for what we are doing. Ergonomically, I think it's a big improvement. I would say that the fatigue factor has been dropped by a factor of 50%. It has improved employee morale significantly in terms of they are not as tired at the end of the day from working with the saw. In summary, I can say that we highly recommend the Tisfoon saw. It has met or exceeded all of our expectations, and we certainly recommend it for anyone who is running this type of product.